Imagine doing everything right. You get your concealed carry permit, you follow the law, you get pulled over by the police, yet you still get arrested and charged with 2 felonies. That's exactly what happened to Lewis McWilliams in Chicago. A simple traffic stop turned into a nightmare in Illinois, simply because the state of Illinois, the only state that requires a FOID card, did a poor job at record keeping. This is not just a clerical error. It's a violation of the Second Amendment, and it proves that when the government controls your right to bear arms, they can take it away whenever they choose. Let's break down what really happened and why this can happen to any law-abiding citizen in the state of Illinois.
Gun in the state of Illinois if you have the proper licenses. But some black gun owners say their rights are being violated. CBS News Chicago investigator Dorothy Tucker uncovered several cases where they were stopped by police and charged with felonies despite having everything in order, leaving them to pick up the pieces of their lives.
We did something that's never been done before, watermelon cheesecake.
A cheesecake tasting in the south suburbs. Lewis McWilliams' dream is to grow his business.
And it's gonna blow you away.
I like it.
All was good.
Oh my God, it's so good. I told you. This is just like a Jolly Ranch.
Until this.
Right now, Mr. McWilliams.
I'm an entrepreneur. I have a company, a cheesecake company called Ann's Flavored Cheesecakes.
At the time of this interview, Lewis faced a felony charge.
This has been very traumatic for me. I feel like my rights was violated.
His Second Amendment rights. Lewis is an avid gun owner.
Just got me the AR top, one in the middle.
In April, Lewis was pulled over on the south side, West 79th Street. He had a missing front plate.
Hey, how's it going, how you doing, boss? Good, good.
The first thing he did, tell the officers he had a gun.
Okay, where's your firearm?
On my side.
Okay, you got your concealed carry license?
According to state law, in order to carry a legal gun in your car, you need a firearms license, better known as a FOID card, and a concealed and carry license, commonly called a CCL. This is Lewis's card, and it's valid. That's what he handed the officers.
He looks at him. He said, okay, cool, this is perfect.
Only it wasn't.
Concealed carry, it didn't pop up.
Oh.
It didn't pop up on Leeds, the database operated by the Illinois State Police. Police recommended Lewis be charged with 2 felonies.
I wanted to stop it right here just to kind of make 2 quick points. I am sympathetic to the police officers who pulled Lewis over. They went into their database, which is part of their SOP. They didn't see his actual FOID card in their database, so they have to err on the side of caution. There are a lot of people who are looking at this and saying this just happened to him because he was black. The police officers who arrested him, they were also black. So this isn't necessarily about racism. This is a much more fundamental issue. This is about the state of Illinois that has a supermajority of Democrats in control of it, have this additional requirement above what the Second Amendment already affords you. Remember, if you go and buy a gun, there's a 72-hour waiting period while they do a background check on you. So it really has never made sense to me that the state of Illinois would have this additional requirement for you to have this additional background check to get a card that allows you to go out and exercise your Second Amendment rights. So again, I just want to make this point. I don't think this is about race. This is about the state of Illinois. This is about human error and about the state of Illinois thinking that it knows better and trying to supersede the U.S. Constitution.
And look here. Prosecutors approve the charges.
He never should have been charged.
Irv Miller is a former prosecutor, once in charge of reviewing police cases.
He showed them a valid CCL card. Not only did they see it, they actually took possession of it and inventoried it.
I haven't got to
It's right there in CPD's inventory sheet. So why was Lewis arrested? That's a question we wanted to ask Superintendent Larry Snelling, but he declined an interview. So we reached out to state police because anytime an officer pulls over a driver who has a gun, the first thing they do is check the state's database to see if that driver has a valid FOID and CCL.
Oh, okay.
So here's the question we asked the state. If a driver like Lewis actually hands the police a valid CCL, but the officers don't see the information in the state's database, what should they do? The state replied, the officers should not take any law enforcement action as it relates to a potential FOID CCL violation.
There is one other thing that bothers me about this happening in the city of Chicago. This individual is being pulled over. He's driving a nice car. He's telling the police, hey, I'm a concealed carry license holder, gives them the card, tells the police officers, hey, I've got my gun here on my hip. They see some error in their system and they arrest him. I would probably be more sympathetic to Chicago police if they were doing a much better job of apprehending criminals. Like a criminal is not going to stop and say, oh yes, officer, I don't have a FOID card and I have an illegal gun on my hip. They're not going to tell you that. But those types of individuals, they get away with crimes routinely in the city of Chicago. All you have to do is watch the news and you'll see in any number of cases, they'll end it by saying, no one is being apprehended, no one is in custody, we're still looking for the assailant. So it does bother me that Chicago police will go above and beyond to inconvenience a law-abiding citizen, but they don't seem to have that same vigor when they're going after criminals.
That's what Lewis expected, and what he was told later as he stood in a jail cell.
And if this comes back clean,
yeah, then they just let you go, apologize, and let you go about your day.
That's not what happened. Lewis spent 24 traumatic hours behind bars.
It was just deplorable. There were roaches falling from the ceiling.
all of this because of illegal everything.
Yeah, I can't tell you why.
I need somebody to tell me, man.
Worse than the jail conditions? A missed business opportunity.
That day, I had a meeting. Could not do the meeting that day because I was arrested. By losing that, I might have lost the franchise.
Lewis also lost time, lots of it. He was in and out of court fighting to get the charges dismissed and his impounded car returned.
I know this is a system, so just hoping for the best results.
It wasn't until mid-June, 3 months after he was stopped, that the case was finally dismissed.
I'm very excited for him, but this is not the end.
And it shouldn't be the end. Lewis McWilliams needs to go ahead and sue the state of Illinois and take it as high as he possibly can to the Illinois Supreme Court and to the U.S. Supreme Court so that one of these institutions will overturn this FOID requirement in the state of Illinois. It's unconstitutional, and he should also get all of his money back that he had to spend defending himself in this particular case. But I don't want you to think this is just a one-off. There's actually another woman who's covered in the same report who went through a very similar set of circumstances.
And I'm sitting in here in the back of a squad car because my license expired, but I renewed it.
One of those, an irate Lucy Washington.
And it's not my fault that you guys didn't get it in your system.
I'm an entrepreneur, a loving mother. I do everything from real estate.
Can't wait to get my guys in here to look at the floors.
To rehabbing.
Traffic stop.
Here's Lucy's story.
Hi, I have something wrong with my back. Yes.
In December of 2023, she was stopped for failing to put on her turn signal. Without hesitation, she volunteers.
I am concealed and carry.
As a single woman, Lucy carries a gun for protection.
I have it.
My love, your CCL expired.
I know, but if you pull it up, it'll show that I already tried to renew it.
Lucy tries to explain that the email showing proof she renewed is on her phone.
My phone is fell.
Only she can't find it. This is the email from the state Lucy was trying to show the police. It says if you apply for renewal, you're eligible to possess a license.
Oh my God, are you serious? Can I please look for my phone? Please, give me like 5 more minutes to look for my phone.
And it sounds like the officers weren't going to accept the email under any circumstances.
It's not in our system, Lucy. It's not in our system.
I freaked out, especially when I was told that I was going to be charged with a felony. I'm like, I can lose my broker license.
Like Lewis, Lucy's felony charge was eventually dismissed. She also got the case expunged. but she's still living with the trauma.
If you search a property that is in my name, my mugshot shows up next to it, it's embarrassing. You know, how do I explain to someone like, oh no, I was innocent?
If they did nothing wrong, again, why were Lewis and Lucy arrested?
You hear the reporter's question there. If they did nothing wrong, why did they get arrested? The answer is very, very simple. We have a super majority of Democrats in the state of Illinois who think they know better than the people whom they serve. That's a very important point. We don't serve politicians. They are supposed to serve us. And it is not their job to write laws in the state of Illinois or in any other state for that matter that supersede the U.S. Constitution. It's time for us to get more Republicans in Springfield. We need a more balanced approach. And right now, this Second Amendment violation of these two citizens are just two quick examples of what's wrong with the state of Illinois. Again, I do want to say one more time, I don't think this has anything to do with race. This has to do with an imperfect system that's being manned by imperfect people who made a data entry error. You had overzealous police officers in the Chicago Police Department who arrested them, overzealous prosecutors who actually filed charges, but more importantly than all of that, this is about a Second Amendment violation, and we need to restore that in Illinois and throughout the rest of this country. Thanks for hanging out. Do me a quick favor, if you like this content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, drop a hype. Let's get the conversation going in the comment section. Have Democrats gone too far, and do they have a fundamental lack of respect for the Second Amendment? Thanks for hanging out this long, and I'll catch you in the next one.